Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to today's video. So recently I had a talk with my mom about what should I do with my money. All right, so the business has been doing well. I've been making my money, have extra cash that I have that I can make a difference with, and I have a lot of options. And basically most people, what they do is invest their money, right? Investing in general, either for the short term or the long term. So a little bit of background about my mom is that she used to own a business and she also owns some commercial real estate as well. And basically that's what she has, right? That's her knowledge, her background. So she has some advice that she wanted to give me because we're on the topic of basically, what should I do with my money, right? I have money, I want to make the best out of it, and what's the best route to do that? So one of the main things she wanted to, of course, get me into was real estate, into, residential or commercial, whatever the case may be. But an idea was for her, she said, you know what, maybe you want to think about buying commercial real estate, having some rental income from there, right? And the way she sees it is that any real estate you invest into is kind of like a savings account, right? A piggy bank, if you will, because you're putting money into it and it's being stored for the long run. And at the end of it, of the term or whatever, you have a bunch of money left over ready to be retired, right? Now, here's my little issue of that, is that is great for securing your future and for retirement and for being rich when you're 60, but I don't want to be rich when I'm 60. Of course I want to be rich when I'm 60, but I don't want to wait till I'm 60 to be rich. I want to be rich right now. I want to make my money now. I want to make money as fast as possible and as much as possible right now, okay? And my thought process was that, I can worry about building investments in the future that are in the long term when I have excess amounts of income, like way more income, where like I basically could live my best life as the fullest possible, but still have so much left over that I'm just like, all right, let's just put that into something that's going to secure me down the line because I'm already good now, right? And it's not to say that I don't live a good life now. I live a great life right now, but there's more that I want to achieve. There's more that I want to do, and I don't want to tie all of my money into that, real estate or something that's going to be giving me smaller returns on my investment when I can create larger returns of my investment. For example, my business right now, my Amazon FBA business, that will always give me 100% return on my investment most of the time throughout the year, always, right? Most of the time, sometimes it's 200%, but I get the most out of my returns through business. I flip things, it's essentially like flipping things very quickly, versus in real estate, if you're doing it for the rental income, you're not going to make much of a return, or in stocks as well. You're going to get 7% return, 20% return max, right? So I don't want to invest $100,000, $200,000 into a property only to make an extra $500 monthly income. That's not worth it to me, right? If I have extra money, I can build it on the side, but with the bulk of my money, I think it's better to be put use now in towards something that's going to be making me money faster and grow faster, which is business. And you also want to consider if that's going to be also long-term as well, has a longer stretch as well. And typically in my businesses that's in a longer stretch, right? Most businesses are in that case. So the topic is, where do you put your money? Do you put your money towards something that's more safe, or do you put your money towards something that's a lot more risky? And from my experience, for me to have gotten this far, to make this much progress, it's been about taking risks. And I haven't been able to get to this point by making safe decisions. It was because I made calculated risks with larger sums of money. So it's nice to play the safe game, but I think for somebody of my age, and I think a lot of you guys can vibe with me as well on this, is like when you're young, you probably should take advantage of your youth as much as you're possible and, build as much as you can and live the best life that you can. And then when you have even more excess, you put that into rental properties, right? You don't get rich off of rental properties off the bat. You get rich when you build something, your income first, and then you start to use that extra money on the side to build your portfolio, right? And then you're going to be even more free by the time you're older. But I don't want to wait until I'm in like my 40s, 50s, 60s to be rich. I want to be now, right? I want to focus on building that life that I dream of now. So I think it's best to be putting most of my money where it gives me the most return on investment and back into the business as well. But what do you guys think about that? And also, of course, we're talking strictly about rental income. If we're talking about like commercial flips, if we're talking about, residential flipping or anything like that, you're probably going to make much better gains than that. But just to rely strictly on rental income to be your mainstream of income or to be the one that's going to make you financially free, I don't think it's always the best idea. Of course, there are loopholes to do it. There's best ways to do it. There's different strategies you can do it, and you don't even have to have your own money. You could always get like hard money loans and things like that. And there's a lot of strategies to it. But if we're talking in a very general sense of rental income, I don't think that's going to be what's going to change your life and make you financially free. Not like building a business or building a business really. So it was an interesting talk, but it made me have better clarity and more vision about how am I going to grow my income and become financially free as soon as possible. And it basically narrowed out my options to where I realized that when it comes to real estate, it's just a side thing, right? And I already have investments into like my Roth IRA, to this house and everything. So it's like I'm already kind of building that off to the side, but I don't need to put even more money into it. I think my money is best suited to make the best returns out of putting it more into the business or starting more businesses that actually can, make returns faster. Something as simple as buying something and sourcing it for $5 and being able to sell it for $25, something like that, right? Just an example, but that's an interesting talk that I had with my mom, and that kind of helped give me some clarity about my future endeavors, I should say, right? But what do you guys think? What do you guys think about investing, right? Should you be investing into your future and into, real estate properties or anything like that? Or should you really be focusing on building income now, building the income for now and not necessarily investing for the future, but investing for the short term? Let me know down below, and let me know if you like this type of talk video. I really like to do this type of video and just kind of talk to the camera and my thoughts and my experiences. But let me know if you guys like this kind of stuff. But that's about it. The end of this video. Give the video a like, give it a share. I will see you guys in the next one. As always, be safe, go make that money, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.